Hi guys, and welcome back to another edition of Nick's Veggie Patch. Yes, I'm here down at my vegetable patch, currently in the polytunnel. I thought I'd start here this week just to give you your next video and an update on what's been happening down here. It's been a week where the weather's been on and off for heat and for rain, so we've had days where we've had no rain, days where we've had lots of rain. But as you can see here in my polytunnel, everything is coming on really good in here. In here I've got some new varieties of tomatoes growing. I've got a variety called Gardener's Delight. I've got a variety called Alicia Craig and Tomato Black Cherry. I've also got some more chili plants on the way. So I've got some tornado chilies. They're a Rocky F1 variety. They're a mild one. I've also got some demon chilies growing. They are a fiery free. And I've also got some sweet peppers growing. So yeah, the polytunnel's looking really amazing at the moment. Lush and green, lots happening. It's all growing. We're really pleased with it. As you can see, just over in the corner, my beetroot, really big, doing much better than the ones outside. But yeah, it's all coming along, so we're really happy within the polytunnel. Lots growing. I've also got some more tomatoes down here. I've got some sunbells, and I've got another tornado chili plant. That is a fiery hot. That is a habanero white chili, and that is just under the 300 Scoville scales on the heat chili factor. So the higher the chili, the higher the Scoville factor. So yeah, growing lots of chilies. My banana plant, a couple of banana plants coming on nicely. Couple of lemon bushes coming along. But yeah, this is in the polytunnel, guys. As you can see, it's looking really good. Really pleased. So I shall show you the rest of the plot. Okay, I'm outside my greenhouse. Got lots of things happening on my greenhouse. As you can see, my courgette plant is coming on nice. I'm getting some really big courgettes there. If you wanted to, that courgette now, you could take that off. You could also eat the flower as well. The flowers are edible. My sunflowers are starting to come up. I'm really happy about them. My tomatoes and my sun gold is really coming on. Really happy with that. As you can see, I've got some wonderful strawberries, 2 different varieties coming through. So we've been having strawberries hopefully very shortly. Also, my rhubarb plant is getting nice and big and bushy. Slugs have not been getting to it too much because they don't like really big bushy stuff. But yeah, so that's coming on. Have some really nice rhubarb shortly. And I shall now show you the rest of the plot. Okay, as you can see, I'm by my potato bins. Potato bins are really coming on. Most of the potato bins now, the potato bushes have got flowers on. So towards the end of June, July, I'll be able to start harvesting them, and we should have a really good crop of potatoes. I was a bit worried they wouldn't survive because we had that hard frost at the start of May, but yep, they've survived. They've really come on and they are really looking good. Those are my King Edwards. I've got my Desiree. I've got my Estima. I can't remember which these ones are because I can't see the label because the bush has got so big. And then I've got my mystery one there. But yeah, as you can see, flowers have started. So when you get flowers, that means it's a sign the potato crops are almost ready. And then when the leaves go all yellow, start to wilt, you know they're ready. It just means that the shoots inside the ground are not soaking up any more water. They're ready to come up. It's one of my courgette plants that we also planted out, different variety. That's coming along nice. In my little pot here, I've got some endive lettuce growing. As you can see, they're just starting to show their heads, and they're coming up. As you can see, more of the potatoes there. As I said, if you start seeing the flowers, then you know they're almost ready. And just by them are some more radishes we planted. And we also planted a salad in here as well. The radishes are coming up quicker than the salad. We planted rocket in there, but it's not coming up as quick as the radishes. Still, we're really pleased with it. And I can show you the rest of the plot now. Okay, I'm stood next to my Chinese cabbage. This has really flourished since I put it in this bed. It's coming on, they're looking really nice. They won't be long now before they're ready to harvest. And they're going to form a ball. But as you can see, they're starting to form the ball. And they are looking absolutely wonderful. They're coming on. And then next to them, we've got cauliflower, a giant cauliflower growing. Hopefully that will produce something. And then in this one, I've got some Lolo Rosso salad and some pak choy starting to show up. So yeah, I'm going to probably move these out into the sun because I don't think they're getting enough sun, so I think they need to be moved out a little bit. Yeah, it's all coming up, extra stuff we planted. Lots of stuff happening in this raised bed where we've got the butternut squash. They're coming along really good. And alongside them is the white chard and the Swiss red chard. We've been picking from that, just some of the outer leaves, and then you let it grow even more. So yeah, that raised bed's got a hype of activity. And I'll move you along to the next raised bed where we have leeks and a few more courgettes. And you're probably thinking that's a lot of courgettes. Well, we grew a load and then we were given a few extra courgettes, so we thought, well, plant them in, see what happens. Some of them might grow, some of them looking a bit wilted because of this sun, having to keep watering. Yeah, hopefully they will come along and we should be absolutely fine with those. But yeah, the leeks are coming on, just need to do a bit of weeding in between the leeks. So yeah, hopefully we'll get something. And now I'll continue on to the next part of the plot. As you can see, this great big giant bush is my broad bean bush. That's come on really well, and we've been picking some amazing broad beans. Obviously they've got black fly on, but that's nothing that can't be sorted. Obviously just give them a wash off. The black fly won't penetrate the broad beans. But yeah, normally helps if you top the buds at the top of the runner bean plant, and then that stops the black fly from getting on. But yeah, we're getting a crop of broad beans looking really nice here. Another little tip I found, let the ants climb onto these because they love to eat the black fly. So yeah, we let the ants climb on, they eat the black fly, but I say they won't affect the broad bean. You just wash it off, it'll be absolutely fine. Moving on to my other raised bed next to the broad beans. As you can see, this is my pumpkin raised bed. This is where I thought I'd lost my pumpkins, and then miraculously they grew back through the hard frost. They've overcome it. I've planted a load more today, and I've also put the netting back on, stop any unwanted guests from getting inside. I've still got a few more pumpkins in my greenhouse, but I didn't want to overfill this raised bed because they can grow quite large. But yeah, I've put the netting over, so this is now my raised bed for the pumpkins, and I'll take you to another part of the plot. Okay, I'm stood next to my sweet corn bed. As you can see, my sweet corn are really big now, coming on. Hopefully we'll start to see the feathers soon, or the bristles, and then you'll start to see the sweet corn coming or growing not long after that. But yeah, really pleased with these. They're coming on, so hopefully we should have another good crop like we did last year of sweet corn. It's stuff we can freeze, so yeah, really happy with this one. It's really coming on. But yeah, you can see lots of nice sweet corn. Hopefully we'll get a good crop this year. Just take you to the raised bed next to it. We've got again some more courgettes that we've grown, and some cauliflowers. Absolutely looking okay, this raised bed. I think it's because my missus likes courgettes, so yeah, I just wanted to grow quite a few. But yeah, this one's looking okay. Obviously the raised bed next to it, we haven't filled anything in with that yet. We've got a few bits in the greenhouse that will go in it. So this will be the next raised bed. At the moment we've got 4 raised beds that are empty at the moment. I've got my little blue kind of improvised raised bed made out of a water butt. It's got my sweet potato in. Hopefully we should get some better sweet potatoes this year, because last year I had them in an old tyre and they didn't produce well. They didn't come out the way I hoped. And then in the next, this is my fruit cage that I've made out of wooden pallets, and then put netting around it. As you can see, we've got 3 different fruit bushes, trees. That one is gooseberry, and you can see the gooseberries are starting to form on it. So yeah, hopefully a good crop there. Probably this year. If not, they'll mature and they'll grow on, and we should get some really good crops out of them. And then a raised bed with the French lavender in, and also some sunflower seeds that I planted in here. Haven't seen them coming up yet, but because obviously I've got to weed this bed out as well. So yeah, hopefully they'll come free, and I'll take you on to the final bits of the plot.